Alright, Sean here, and today we're going to check out in home networking the Linksys MX4200 Velop Wi-Fi 6 home mesh system with an unboxing video and first impressions. Let's take a look at it today. Alright, so what you get is this really hefty looking box over here. It's a large square little box, as you can see. So just let me run you through the different sides of the box. So what we have here is actually a 3-pack box unit here, which I can tell by the size or the heft of this. Let's just run through what's in the box. There, Linksys logo at the top, the front showing the product images, some introductory information about the mesh network using 1, 2, and 3, picture of the product itself, how the Wi-Fi 6 infrastructure allows you to create a Wi-Fi network in your house and eliminating blind spots, and some specs and serial numbers on the back here. Nothing else at the bottom. Alright, let's see what's inside. It is a heavy box. It's probably around like 3 kilos or so. Yeah. It gets a flap down here, so let's see. This is the first time I'm opening up this box, so yeah, let's see what's installed. So I think this is like a drawer thing. Yeah. Oh, okay, it opens on the other end as well. So what do we have in here? I'll just put this down. So if you look into here, you just get 2 of these drawer style units here. So just put the box away, and let's see what's in each of these boxes then. So in the first box, you just get like little 2 thumb nubs here to pull this stuff out of the box, but it's pretty much a regular carton box, unlabeled. Alright, so you get a, it's actually in Chinese, Mandarin. I think it's a quick start guide, a list of hazardous substances, setup guide in various languages, mostly East Asian languages. Yep. And mostly information to teach you how to download the setup app on the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store for Android devices. Very much there. There's a lot of accessories in here. Alright, because the main thing is the main router itself. So just push this aside. So it's a fairly nice modern router. So this is the MX4200. It's a tri-band, I would call it a smart router. It has a 1.4 GHz quad-core processor with some additional connectivity. So like for example, a USB 3 port down here, 4 gigabit Ethernet ports with one WAN, one of the gigabit ports being WAN, 12-volt power inlet, DC inputs, and that's pretty much it. So of course the power switch there, and as well as the WPS and the reset button at the bottom. So yeah, pretty much then you get a couple of vents here for ventilation and cooling, and the top right here is a mesh grill as well as an indicator LED. So very nice, simplistic, modern device. Definitely won't seem out of place in a modern living room. So I'll put this aside for the time being, and let's see what else in the box. So what else do we have in here? So I guess it's each being a 3-pack, you get 3 power adapters as well as a corresponding number of socket adapters. So like those universal driver adapters. So I can guess depending on region, you can choose the power adapter of your choice, and then you can just simply have them inserted into the unit here, just like so. So in Singapore, we are using the UK 3-pin, and I can guess you can just remove them quite easily, but it's just depressing a unlock button here. Then I guess it slides out, just as so. Yep. And of course you get, it being a 3-pack, you get 3 of them out here. So that's about it. And you get a Ethernet cable here. There's no marking, but I reckon it's at least gigabit certified, so it's like Cat5e. And that's pretty much nothing, I guess, under there. Yep, there's nothing there. So yep, so this is just one router unit in here and a set of power adapters in this first box here. Let's see what's in the second box. You can guess it's probably where the other two routers are be. So it's the same plain box. Yep, and just gotta find the opening. And there you have it, the other two more router units in here. So it's exactly the same one here as the one we saw in the first box. So it's quite a fair bit of connectivity though. This is really a very beefy thing. It's a really powerful router by itself. So that's all, just two routers in here, nothing else in the box. So of course, the main show boy is these three routers here. So these are three identical units. They function independently, each with their own WAN inputs. So you can just like plug in one of them in here and you'll be perfectly fine there. But the real benefit is that, say if you get a big house, a multi-bedroom setup, or say a house with like concrete walls, or even like multi-story homes, you are able to achieve literally almost no dead zones using three of these devices here. So I mentioned it has a tri-band. It's a tri-band router. So this uses which means that there are three radios, and it uses the IEEE 820.11 standards, namely ABGN and as well as AX. AX being the new kid on the block Wi-Fi 6, which allows you to actually have speeds even up to 2.4 gigabits per second, as compared to say gigabyte connections, which is 1 Gbps. So we have came a really long way, you know, in terms of wireless networking. You know, back then, wired connectivity, gigabit ports, that's the king of the hill. Constant 1 Gbps connectivity, you know, in an era where Wi-Fi connectivity is like slow. You know, we're talking about like 802.11 ABG with 300 megabits per second, and of course with the G, and then you get the 500 plus ish megabits per second. And then when the 802.11 AC came about, you are able to get near gigabit speed at 1200 megabits per second. So of course that's nearly on par with the gigabit connectivity. So they're pretty much like, you know, complementary, with the exception of not having the need to run an Ethernet connectivity to every room in your house, particularly wired connectivity. So you can actually get near gigabit speed wirelessly. But of course, one of the issues with wireless is that, you know, you don't really get the advertised speed. Say, you know, if you say that you know, the 802.11 AC is rated at 1.2 gigabytes per second, you may only theoretically get like 800, 900, you know, considering they get your attenuation between the walls of your house, the rebars. You know, it's not a perfect theoretical value to begin with. Then, of course, came Wi-Fi 6, otherwise known as the IEEE 802.11 AX. This allows you to bring the wireless speed, well, which this router can support, up to 2.4 gigabits per second. So yeah, I think this is probably one of the most defining products where even gigabit ports will become obsolete. You know, 1 Gbps, these are gigabit ports, you get 1 Gbps max out each of them. Granted, you can do 2 ports with link aggregation, but frankly speaking, 2400 Mbps through wireless, that's a dream. And that's something which you can achieve using this little router here. And then of course in this 3-pack, you get 2 more identical ones, the MX4200 to go. As a whole, you know, package, you get 1 SSID in the whole house. You don't need to have the hassle of maintaining 2 SSIDs per router. You know, it's a mesh compatible device, so you just need to set up one, and then through the app you can just sync up all the rest of them, and literally eliminates all wireless blind spots in your house. You know, whether you have a huge house with like huge thick walls, many bedrooms, or even a multi-storied apartment or terrace house, this is literally the device to go for. So I guess that wraps it up for this first impressions and unboxing video. I'll be doing a more thorough review individually on the router itself, so stay tuned for that. So with that in hand, I'll leave it here with you then. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video. Sean out.